Welcome back. State legislators are looking for students interested in participating and witnessing the legislative process. Representatives Judy Warnick and Matt Manueller are asking children between the ages of 14 and 16 years old to apply for the Legislative Page program. They represent the 13th District, which includes Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, and Warden. Participants spend a week attending Page School, learn about how state government works, and assist legislators on the House floor. At the end of the week, students propose a mock bill for other students to consider. Pages receive $35 a day while participating in the program. Interested students can print an application from links posted online with this story at iFIBER1.com/news. Extra DUI patrols are in effect until January 1st in Grant County. The Central Basin Traffic Safety Task Force is reminding drivers not to get behind the wheel if they've been drinking or using drugs, and finding a designated driver is the #1 priority. The task force reminds people marijuana is legal to use, but it is not legal to drive while impaired from using it. A DUI can result from the use of any impairing drug. The task force urges drivers to find a safe way home before holiday festivities begin, and if you see an impaired driver, call 911. A convicted sex offender is going back to jail after failing to register his address for a third time. Jose Oliva, a 32-year-old transient, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to failing to register as a sex offender. Oliva has previous convictions for failing to register as a sex offender in 2012 and 2008, and child molestation in 2002. Grant County Superior Court Judge John Antos sentenced Oliva to 6 months in jail. Oliva was convicted of child molestation in the first degree in 2002 and was released from the prison in 2007. In Northwest news, 70 cats that were hoarded by one woman in Oregon are now being cared for by volunteers. The cats are doing well and will soon be ready for adoption. Tammy Tremblay has the story.
There are so many of them, like Dina.
Beautiful black cat with green eyes. And this is Carson, the most talkative cat on the planet. He always talks to us when we come in.
Thanks to volunteers like Elizabeth Lyon, they each now have their own crate and their own food.
This little girl is just amazing. She was so skinny. You know, with that many cats, they weren't all able to compete for food.
This is what the Ontario Feral Cat Project saw in November after the Malheur County Sheriff investigated the reported hoarding situation. Cynthia Allen could now face animal neglect or animal cruelty charges.
She got the van because she had the cats and drove them to Texas and back, so they had a 3-month road trip. And I can't imagine being in a van with 70 cats for 3 months.
Allen told police she thought she was helping the animals, but most of them ended up with upper respiratory infections because of the poor living conditions, which impacted many of their eyes.
See where his eye has an incision? It was right out on his cheek. And so he's doing just perfectly. He will be ready to be adopted, probably. Well, if he gets over that cold. This little cat, you see, she's had one eye removed already. And we thought both eyes were blind. And when the vet was working on her, she was starting to remove the second eye, and it turned out that the conjunctiva was just sealed shut. And so she was able to cut through that, and this cat still has an eye, and we're just so grateful for that. That's really a miracle.
Lyon says the community really stepped up, donating supplies for the cats so they can take care of them. A woman on the East Coast even heard about the story and wanted to help.
And she called and asked what she could do, and she wanted to put these adoption kits together.
Someone stole toys donated to the Salvation Army in Port Angeles. The community is pitching in to make sure children still can get some toys for the holidays. Ted Land has the story.
Some of those things were recovered in the alley by the policemen and brought back to us.
They got in through an unlocked window, and by the time a neighbor noticed something suspicious and called police, the thieves made off with armfuls of donated toys and 4 bicycles.
You know, we haven't inventoried it yet, but we're estimating in excess of $1,000. Yeah.
And now this small branch of the Salvation Army in Port Angeles has to find replacements.
We're very sad to see that it had happened because we are doing our best to give away whatever we can give away to whoever needs it. I feel sad that they felt the need to steal it.
But already the community is trying to make things right.
Some of these kids don't have what we have, so we're just giving back to them.
When 11-year-old Hunter Robinson heard about what happened, he ran to his room and grabbed $20 from his savings.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is just awesome. I'm so proud of you.
I wanted to help the children in need.
His sister Natalie found $17.
I'm challenging everybody to bring in, match this or bring in what they can.
It's all about what the spirit of Christmas is all about.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.